Good morning, boys and girls. So we have come to the start of October and we are about 3 weeks away from the Halloween break, and then you'll get to have lots of fun outside of school and you'll get to enjoy maybe Halloween night and maybe a Halloween party, and maybe you'll even get to go and wrap the doors of some of your family and friends. So we've got another 3 or 4 weeks to try and batten down the hatches and really tighten up on our classwork and our homework. And you will have noticed that this week we have had the addition of beautiful coloured stickers going up our staircases. So we have our primary 5 staircase, our primary 6 staircase and our primary 7 staircase. And on each of those, Mrs. Hassett and Mrs. Norby, with the help of Mrs. McCormick, who put them all down for us lovely and straight, they worked out which times tables those year groups really need to focus on. And then the primary 7 staircase, you see that they've actually got the fractions and percentages that you would also need to know when you get that little bit older. So there's now no excuses for our boys and girls to say, well, I don't know my times tables, because you'll be able to learn them as you're going up the stairs. And you go up those stairs 2, 3, maybe 4 times a day, maybe if you've PE and you're down to the canteen and at break time. So on the way back up, you could just focus on your times tables, and by the time you get to the top of the staircase, you will be experts. So I want everybody to use those. As much as they make the school so colourful, they're there for you to use to help you learn and to get those times tables stuck in your head. Because as I always would have said to boys and girls that I taught years ago when I was a teacher, the times tables unlock all things in your numeracy and your mathematics. Because if you don't know your times tables, you won't be able to do area, you won't be able to do measurement, you won't be able to convert money from maybe, for example, pounds into euros or into dollars. You won't be able to work out algebra when you get that bit bigger in the big school. So numeracy is so important, and knowing your times tables inside out, upside down, backwards and forwards is vitally important. And I really want our boys and girls by June to be times tables rock stars. So that's our challenge this week for our bigger boys and girls. But primary 1, 2 and 3, you're not off the hook, because you could be practicing your number work at home as well, and getting maybe an adult at home to talk to you about your number stories and your adding and your taking away, and practicing the work that you're doing in school, because you'll eventually have to learn your times tables when you get to primary 4 as well. So I want everybody for the next few weeks to really focus on our numeracy. So this week's award is one that Mrs. McWilliams brought into the school a few years ago, and it's a lovely award. It's a very important award because we are a UNICEF Silver Rights Respecting School, and we will eventually aim to get our gold award. And one of our awards that we have every term is called the Rights Respecting Global Citizen, and that is somebody that knows the rights of a child and understands the rights of a child, and is someone who treats other people with respect and dignity and kindness at all times. So I cannot wait to find out who gets that award this week in your class. And then, so I've got the jumper on again. One of these days I'll have to take it home and give it a good wash. So the gold badge this week. So let's see who gets the gold badge. So are you ready? And we're back to, it could be for anything. It's not just good manners anymore. So in primary 1, I was in Miss Teeny's class this week, and they were doing their phonics, they were doing their sound work, and we had 2 boys with their fly swats, and they had to compete against each other to see who recognised the sound first. And they were helped along by their teacher, who wasn't actually Miss Teeny, it was Miss Maddox, Miss Isla Maddox. She was teacher, but the boy that really impressed me, and his smile just lights up the room, and it was Dara McMahon. So well done, Dara. And good job to Kyle too. But Dara, you're a superstar. Primary 2, we have a girl, and she's growing in so much confidence, and she's so happy in school, and she drew me the most, I'm going to show you, she drew me the most beautiful heart, because I told her I didn't have anything on my lovely notice board in my office, and she drew this for me, and it's Effie Hardy Daramola. So I am so proud of you, and I love to see your big smile every morning, so thank you. Primary 3, we have a boy who's becoming a real gentleman around this school, and it's Jude Murphy. Good man, you. Primary 4, we have a boy. He knows, and I know, the reason why he's my head teacher award this week. He did something in the canteen this week, and I was like his proud mummy. So well done, Shane McMullen, and you know what it was for. Good man, you. Primary 5, we have a girl who her teacher laughed that hard. She actually came down to tell me about it. She really made her teacher laugh out loud this week, and it was Ella McDonald. So good girl for making Mrs. McCormick chuckle. Primary 6, we have a boy, and he comes in the morning and he's just turning into just such a friendly, lovely natured, mannerly young man. I was so proud of him this week, and it was Ethan Monaghan. So good boy, you. And finally, there's a boy who really impressed me during a lesson that I took in Mr. McGrady's class last week. And it was so good to see this boy really engaged in the lesson. And it was Kaelon Pettigrew. So good fella, really proud of you, good man. So, if someone in your class manages to get one of the lovely blue certificates this week, we all know what we're supposed to say, don't we? And we all shout out in our lovely Holy Evangelist voices, happy birthday. We've quite a few of these going out this week, quite a few. So boys and girls, remember what I said, we're going to really focus on our numeracy, and in particular, drilling down those times tables. Just like in the good old days, your mummies and your daddies and your grannies and grandads will all talk about when they went to school and they nearly had to sing their times tables forwards and backwards, and that's what we want. We want to be able to say to you, what's 6 4s? And you shout out without thinking about it, 24, and 3 9s are 27, and 7 10s are 70, and you should be quick, sharp with your tables, and now we've no excuses because we've got them stuck all over our staircases. Okie dokie, so continue to remember all your rules. So this week we focused on listening ears, and the week before that it was impeccable manners, and you know, really and truly we have seen huge differences in the manners in this school. And I'm going to give a special mention to someone. He was nearly too gentlemanly for a head teacher award this week, and it was Charlie Carroll in primary 5 who held the door open for me when I was leaving a classroom, and I thought, what a gentleman. So Charlie Carroll, thank you very much. So everybody enjoy the rest of the week, and I can't wait to see whose name is on the recognition board this week for listening ears. All right, see you all later. Bye.